Hi everyone, my name is Tyler Lewis and I'm a student within UNT's Learning Technologies Master's Program in the class LTEC 5900. And this is my presentation that will cover the implementation and evaluation of my custom GPT academic writing coach. Since I'm currently a high school English teacher, I wanted to choose a subject that I knew something about for my project. So, the Academic Writing Coach is an AI tool designed to support first year college students with academic writing. It focuses on helping students organize their ideas, synthesize sources, and use proper citations. Instead of generating full essays, the system guides students through the writing process using structured support like prompts and feedback. One important reason that I designed this tool is because many first-year college students struggle with writing, but don't always use the writing centers at universities. They may feel anxious, overwhelmed, or unsure of where to start, and this GPT helps to bridge that gap by providing immediate, low-pressure support at any time. This GPT is grounded in social constructivism, where learning happens through interaction and guided support. The goal is to not just give answers to students, but to have them engage in a dialogue that promotes learning. The AI acts as a more knowledgeable other within the zone of proximal development, helping students complete tasks they couldn't do alone. It uses scaffolding, meaning that it breaks complex writing tasks into smaller, manageable steps through questioning. Instead of giving students answers, the GPT encourages students to think through problems themselves. We are not trying to cognitively offload the task of brainstorming and revision, but for them to actively engage in this writing process. And this is important for their long-term skills instead of just completing assignments. For the evaluation, I used 3 simulated participants representing common student types. Emma struggled with being overwhelmed and needed structural guidance. Jaden was focused on speed and trying to get direct answers, which helped me to test the system's guardrails. And Sophia was a multilingual student who needed clear explanations and confident support. I tested tasks like brainstorming, organization, uh, integrating sources, and boundary testing to evaluate both usability and learning effectiveness. After running these simulations with the custom GPT, I used Notebook LM to analyze this usability data. I uploaded all of the transcripts and observation notes and then used prompts to summarize participant experiences to help me identify patterns. This allowed me to quickly see common strengths and weaknesses across all the users. This was my first time using Notebook LM and I found it really useful. For instance, I asked it to summarize participant experiences, and another prompt I used was to identify usability strengths and weaknesses, and the outputs helped me to quickly see patterns that would have taken me a little bit longer to identify manually, but they helped me to gather informed decisions that I could make to improve the custom GPT. This is the mind map that I generated, and it shows the main themes from my analysis, including participant needs, coaching strategies, usability patterns, and design implications. It helped me to visualize how different user types interacted with the custom GPT and where improvements might be needed. The GPT performed well in several areas. First, it provided a strong scaffolding by breaking tasks into smaller steps, and its supportive tone helped increase user confidence. It also maintained academic integrity by refusing to write full essays. However, one of the major issues that I found was that responses were sometimes too long, which caused confusion for users. This shows a need for more flexible response styles. The GPT demonstrates characteristics of a smart learning environment. It shows adaptivity by adjusting responses when the users were confused. It increases engagement through a supportive tone that encourages more interaction, and it promotes autonomy by requiring students to actively think instead of relying on direct answers. While Notebook LM helped to identify patterns, it missed some important emotional details. For example, frustration was not always a negative outcome. It sometimes showed that learning was happening. I also found that tone played a major role, especially for multilingual users, where supportive language helped reduce anxiety and build confidence. This also revealed a limitation of AI tools like Notebook LM. While they're really good at identifying patterns, they sometimes don't fully capture the human emotion or intent. That's why human interpretation is necessary when analyzing these human experiences. Based on my findings, in the future, I would add a quick help mode for users who need faster responses, a simple explanation mode for clarity, and then adaptive responses that adjust based on the user's needs. These changes would improve usability while maintaining the learner-focused design. Overall, I think that my GPT that was used as an academic writing coach shows strong potential as an AI supported learning tool. It effectively guides students while maintaining academic integrity. And with improvements in response and clarity, as well as personalization, I think it could support a wide range of learners. This is something that I would use in my own classroom if I could create something that was personalized to help students out with the types of writing assignments that we are doing in my freshman English class. I think that it would allow students to get language arts help that they need even when I'm not available. I think it could provide accessibility for them, for those who don't want to ask questions. And I think that it would provide an alternate explanation to what I present to the whole class. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something, and I can't wait to see your projects.